Well, hello there, Scorpio. This is Miss Joan, Miss Jones Tarot on the Hill. And yes, haha, Lady J of Lady J's Tarot Readings. I am here to talk to you from my tent at a Ren Fair. I am outdoors in a tent. There may be interruptions from the outside noises, cars going by, airplanes, whatever. I will pause in those moments, mostly personally pause, not actual pausing the video. But I will, of course, be talking to you now about the 24th through the 30th of December. I will remind you of our overall message from Spirit, which was to remain flexible this month and know that even as we step through the doorway, it's important to be flexible and ready for new changes and new possibilities because we are all stepping through doorways of some sort, and it's going to be fun and interesting. So flexibility, right? And now your personal message was to remain balanced. Try and remember to balance that work and play ethics so that you can have a good time, but not overdo it, right? Or underdo it, right? Last week was tough. I ain't gonna lie. There was a lot going on there. So let's talk about this week, and we'll talk about our 1 month, our full month Rhodochrosite, the inner child, which is our stone card for the month. And we are talking about how, yes, indeed, paying attention to what your inner child needs is important. We finished last week having personal wounds we needed to take care of and work on healing ourselves after we did a lot of other emotional work around family and or somebody we needed to build boundaries with. And it was a lot. Sorry about that. I know it sucks when there's a lot going on, but I could sit here and blow smoke up your butt, or I could tell you what's really going on according to my cards. And that's what I do. I try to tell you the truth based on what's in the cards, not to pretend like life is full of all rainbows and sunshine all the time, because it's not. Okay, so let's, once again, we have the Psychic Tarot from John Holland right here, which is, they're all going to be down in the comments, so don't freak out. You can access these decks. The Alleyman's Tarot, which is a super crazy, wonderful 150 artists compiled together into one deck. Huzzah, right? No doubt. Now we're going to go ahead and add these cards to this situation for this week and see what we get. All right. There's a lot of interesting things going on, I can tell you right now. Okay, so the first card we have for the 24th or the 30th, which is the week of Christmas, is Discontent and Boredom, which is super interesting because, of course, it's like the ideal time. Unless you went on a vacation somewhere, this one really speaks to feeling left out of something, some part of some celebration you're not feeling a part of that one way or the other. You can always feel alone in a crowd, even when you're as busy as can be, hands flashing and moving at light speed, trying to get things done. You can still feel terribly alone in that situation, or even quite bored. Depending on which kind of person you are, Scorpio, this is definitely going to be an issue for you. Please find somebody that you can chat with and let them know how you're really feeling, because it's not great, right? Being on your own and being alone feeling alone isn't great. So the Eight of Pentacles is here to tell us that there's some stuff going on. And in this situation, there's feeling overwhelmed, right? Feeling overwhelmed with whatever this discontent and boredom is. I don't want you to feel too overwhelmed. I want you to look into other people and find if you can find that light. Hello, we have the candle. Find the light. Go look for the light. Go light the damn candle yourself. Open up to the possibilities that there's light out there. You just really have to get yourself into it. It's a choice. And I know that for some of you, there's medicine involved, and I want you to keep taking that medicine, okay? Whatever you're doing, whatever you need to do you. That's okay. Whatever that is perfectly all right, and I want everyone there to do that. But for those of us who are, or those who don't need medication necessarily, but are having like the winter blues anyway, or the Christmas blues, get with people. Get with people, maybe on a smaller scale, that can and will support you in the moment, so you don't have to feel discontented or distracted or disconnected. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. And I want you to share enough that you don't feel as overwhelmed, all right? Because that's important. This card here is talking about where we're blocked, financial and material changes. So things while they're going on are going to be a lot. There's, maybe we've overextended ourselves for the holidays, just trying to make that perfect Christmas for somebody. It's all coming out. It's coming out into the air where the money has gone. And yep, there's one of those airplanes. But anyway, it's important for you to stay in contact with your finances and where things are. You're not going to be able to spend much more money right now. You need to stay chill with your financials. Be good with it. Don't be upset about it. And be prepared to appreciate what's possible. All right? Because I think that would be good. And I think that you would like that. All right? There's a lot to be said for the possibilities, right? Le Monde. So this card here shows me this baby sitting on a ball looking at a timer. And I want you to think that there is time. I want you to know there is time. It's technically it's blocked. Okay, so what we're talking about now is that there isn't time. Sorry. Okay. Haha. It's the first time I've seen this card, so presto. With 150, I haven't seen all of them or studied them perfectly. So the answer remains that there's a time constraint on the situation with the financial and material gains changes. So you need to watch the timing, make sure you pay that bill on time, or get yourself an extension, call them up, ask them what's going on, see what you can do, right? This card here is the gloaming, which always tells me that there's a gateway of sorts open. But in this case, it's closed right now. Until we take care of this situation, there is a doorway that's closed, okay? And once we take care of our financial, material situation in time, then the door will open. But until then, it's blocked, okay? Cool. The solution for you, Scorpio, is to remain in a state of hope. Huzzah! I love that for you. You're going to stay hopeful. You're going to stay in the light. You're going to not lose anything in the situation because you're just going to work through it. You may need help, and that's okay. You'll get help because you're going to share about it. You're going to talk about it. You're going to make sure you're not overwhelmed by the situation, and you're going to get to the right place. All right? When you do all the sharing and you do all the stuff in proper timing, things are going to fall together. Okay, this is the tower. It's a different tower than ever. This one's got a computer tower, no less. But things will fall together because you've done all the work. It's perfect. I like it very much. And then there's the Ten of Swords here. This Ten of Swords, it looks a little dark, a little twisty, which is pretty much this deck. But I want you to understand also that there's a door open behind him. If you look there, that's a door that's open. And I really like that when you get control of your power and you've fixed all these things, you've handled things, we talked about opening the door once you got your timing right. And there it is. Everything is falling together and the door is opening. Hello. Perfect. Love this for you. This is good news. You didn't lose hope. You got busy. You got to work. You did your stuff. Yeah. Considering you started out bored and discontent, I think we did good, right? Excellent, Scorpio. We know that last week was tougher than tough. This one seems more emotionally tough, but I think we're going to be okay, right? So let's go ahead and get a little more information about the Eight of Tentacles, because that's a fun one, right? And we'll go ahead and get in some new information about, actually, I really like the way this played out. I want to know about the doorway that's opening. All right, so there. Interesting. Okay, so we have discontent and boredom, showing that we need to get out there and be open to talking about it so that we can get to the other side of it. The Eight of Tentacles, being overwhelmed, sharing the love. We need to share with people that we love what's going on. I know that's not what that card technically means, but that's how it reads for me right now. And we want you to step into the light. This candle is here showing the light. Get grounded, stay in the light. All right. Good news. We're liking that. Everything here is talking about your material stuff changing and having a timed situation where you need to take care of it in time, and the door will open for you, and that's good news. We're staying in the hope and the love and the light. Yay. The Tower shows up to say things are falling together. Very nice. Like that. The door opens. But even when the door opens, see this guy? There's a guy down here curled up in a ball, surrounded by all kinds of crazy curvy swords. And he's saying that while the door has opened, you have the opportunity to stay in the sadness. There's that little guy down there all curled up in a ball. Just like this guy curled up in a ball. But we want you to stay in the light, right? We want you to work out that hope. We have the hope card, and there's this guy on the top who reminds me of the hope card, right? So as we choose, I really see us being able to choose between the hope card on the top and this Ten of Swords crumpled up guy on the bottom. But the reality of all of that is that it's a choice, and the Tower is there to push the envelope on that situation. So I want you to, let's see what the Tower has to say. Whoops. What does the Tower have to say about that? And we got the lead card, which tells me that if you want to make, like I said, it's a choice. In this situation, it's totally a choice. You're going to use your hope to lead people out of sadness and isolation. What? I know. Sounds like you're having a party. Well, this is a lot to take in. I understand. And this is how you're going to be ending the year of 2023. What can I say? It looks like you're having a party. Good for you, Scorpio. I know that you yourself need it as much as anyone else. So because you've already been there and you worked your way through it, you'll be able to help other people because you can lead them out now because you've already been there. Congratulations. I love that for you. All right. So, excellent. I'm going to ask you once again to go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already. But also, by all means, please comment below and let me know how all of this seems. I know it's a bit much, but if you're into it and you want it, you need to tell me and let me know. Then I will continue. Thank you so much for all your input, and we'll talk in January. Thank you so much.